whenever you are.
Good evening. It is Tuesday, May 26th, 11 after 6 p.m. I am Jeffrey Whitten. I'm joined tonight Mrs. Westfall and Ms. Hickman. Together we make up the Recreations and Park Committee. We have two items on our agenda tonight. The first being a recommendation to Council about a grant from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources through the H2 Ohio Rivers Initiative for a wetlands area at Duke Park. Mr. Titterington?
We've been working with Troy resident and biologist with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, Donnie Knight. He was able to secure an Ohio Department of Natural Resources grant for H2 Ohio Rivers Initiative. That would be the amount of $482,000, and what it would do is create a wetland area in the Timba, Troy Mountain Bike area. We're kind of redundant. That will not impact the mountain bike hiking area that we've got, or any of the tree plantings that have been done over the last several months. But there will be some additional recreational opportunities there. As part of that grant, the $482,000, that would include some funds to repave the entrance to Duke Park from Troy Sidney Road to just beyond the new park maintenance building. So that's an area we held off, anticipating that we could get this grant money. This is a reimbursement grant. It'll run through the city of Troy. It was not budgeted because we were not sure we were going to get it. But it is 100%, so there's no local match funding that's required. It will, no doubt, require a reappropriation later in the year, and we will work with the auditor to make sure that happens. May 11th, the Board of Park Commissioners at their meeting approved a motion recommending this project to the City Council. And we are not asking for emergency legislation.
Is the repaving kind of the main project that we're looking at here, but is there others that may that have already been finalized? Are we not sure what other projects could be done with this money?
I'm not sure I understood the question, but let me take a crack at it.
Sure.
So the project will be primarily to create the wetlands in the mountain bike area. We were able to justify that to get to that area will require a well-paved road. That section of road does need to be repaved, so they were able to add that money to the grant authorization to allow us to do that repaving as part of this project.
Yeah, let me rephrase it.
Okay.
In the wetlands area, do we know exactly what they want to do down and with some of the money down there yet, or are they still figuring that out?
No. Yes, I'm not hesitating on that. I just am not going to get into the weeds on that because for the primary reason that I can't. But yes, Mr. Knight, as well as Jeremy Drake, Park Superintendent, they know what they want to do, and they are starting to put together the bid specifications.
Okay. Ms. Westfall, do you have any questions?
So it's not where the mountain bike paths are, it's the north area where those pond area?
Kind of fill-in areas around
Okay.
it, so it won't affect the tracks.
Okay.
Even though, if you know these guys and gals, they kind of play with the track whenever they
Yeah,
feel
if it's dry, they're going to be on
make
it.
it challenging.
Yeah.
If it's not already.
Okay, but it's that northern area that is where they're creating this.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, there's a little bit of the mountain bike area that goes there, but most of that is south of it, it looks like. Anyway.
Ms. Hickman?
I have nothing. When I went out for the parks building ribbon cutting, the guys seemed kind of excited about it, just some of our staff out there. So I had kind of heard about it, I think, initially a while back. So sounds cool.
Yep.
They sound excited about it. So
Do any other members of council have any questions about this particular item? Mr. Phillips?
Mr. Chair, if I may. Mr. Titterington, so there is a plan that is drawn up, or that's in kind of an imagination phase that they're going to finalize, or?
I don't know that it's been like officially engineered. It's not just a pipe dream though. They, you know, Donnie has, I don't know, I've seen the actual blueprints, but I know it's beyond the concept, if that helps.
So will ODNR be providing that design, or are we doing something?
No, we would be doing that with Donnie's help.
But we're going to do that in-house?
Actually, I believe that one, I want to make sure I got the right one. So they're part of the $482,000, $64,000 would be set aside for the design services to get it to the point where we can bid it. So that'll be that final engineering, landscape, architecture, whatever is done.
So that will come back before council to vote?
Not at $64,000, it won't.
Oh, you're correct, okay, gotcha.
The
Right.
construction project would.
Right. Okay, that's all I have, thank you.
Mr. Sievert?
To follow up on Mr. Phillips' comments, my only question is on the design aspect of it as well. When we basically went through the low dam issue with the shrinking of the river, and we're putting in the rocks, for lack of a better term, to divert water so that the Treasure Island area continues to have water, will we need to do that here? How are the wetlands going to continue to have water if the river is shrunk, I guess? If we're calling them wetlands, I'm assuming that there'll be at least low levels of
Well,
water.
it'll be lower level, and there'll be, whatever materials they use will promote water retention. Of course, there's always seepage from, you know, between the river and the, you know, in the case of the low dam, the oxbow that we're going to have, the wetlands is not an oxbow, but it's kind of the same concept. So it may not be wet. I mean, they're wetlands, but that doesn't necessarily mean that 365 days a year there'll be
So
water.
it'll be more like
a
like a natural retention pond?
Not necessarily. It's just, you know, I think you can picture what a wetlands typically is. It ebbs and flows. It'll, you know, there'll be some pressure from the river, I'm sure, and you know, the exact impact and how the design is finalized will help dictate what the final look will be.
Okay. And so we're doing this primarily for aesthetics, not for natural maintenance of the river or anything?
No, this will be to ultimately to promote the biology out there. There will be fish in it. And so, you know,
Do we have
this
a
is
depth?
U.S. Fish and Wildlife, ODNR, so they're looking at those aspects as well.
Okay. But we won't have any say on the design, that will be under the limit, so ODNR and the staff will work on that.
I would defer to Mr. Knight and to Mr. Drake on that. I mean, it'll be within the TIMBA, so it won't be anything that we'll have to maintain outside of
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, if I may, one more question.
Mr. Phillips again?
The TIMBA board or group or organization, they have been involved in some of the conversations?
I'm not sure how much, but they have been made aware of it. I know they're in support of it. They don't have an issue with it, I believe.
Gotcha.
We can double check that, but
Okay.
Do any other members of council have any questions or comments? Any members of staff or public? Mrs. Westphal, do you have a recommendation?
To move forward.
Ms. Hickman?
Move forward.
It is unanimous to move forward on that. Our second item on our agenda tonight is another grant application through the Ohio Department of Natural Resources for NatureWorks grant funding for Hurlinger Park and a walking trail there. Mr. Titterington.
This is once again through ODNR, this is a different grant program. It is the NatureWorks program. We have, as you are probably all well aware, we started doing some improvements to Hurlinger Park last year. We have a budget allocation in the 2026 budget to continue to do improvements there. We recently became aware of this program and the fact that we could be eligible for up to 75%, again, this is reimbursement grant assistance, and we could use this for the creation of the walking paths entirely within Hurlinger Park. There's nothing to do with Crawford Street, nothing to do with anything outside of Hurlinger Park, but this would be the internal maps, and I believe you received a copy of that, of what we're looking at. This has been designed by an engineering firm that is helping us get ready to come back to you for some construction authorization of the improvements in Hurlinger Park. Again, this is 75% reimbursement, so we would get 75%, up to 75%, maximum of $150,000 of the total allocation. So we would save that money over out of the 2026 general allocation in this year's budget. And we are not asking for emergency legislation.
It looks by the map here that we have that this will take advantage of the parcel of land that the city purchased. I think that was this last year.
Yes.
So we taken that into effect, and this is also, if I remember correctly, we're removing what road is that? That I think is that Crawford. That portion of Crawford we're removing to enlarge the park.
Removing.
Was that not part of the Hurlinger Park?
We're talking about.
Yeah.
Vacating.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Are you
So,
talking
like, where
removing the part of Crawford Street? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's partially where the trail is going now. I mean, we'll be removing that
Right.
asphalt and taking that over. Okay.
And the building?
And the building will come down. Right. You're actually on here, even though it's an 8.5 by 11, this is kind of a sneak peek at what our engineer has submitted to us for the overall improvements. We just highlighted in red the proposed track.
Okay. Ms. Hickman, do you have any questions?
I don't think so. I'm happy for this. I know they've been waiting to kind of redo Hurlinger Way, so there'll be better parking. Same with the other side on West Street there. So I know the residents over the east side will be happy to have a fresh new walking trail. There's quite a few residents over there that walk the blocks. So this will be a nice addition, I think.
Agreed. Mrs. Westfall?
Is the walking path crushed gravel, or will it be blacktop?
No, it'll be paved, right?
Paved?
Yeah.
Okay.
8 foot wide.
Okay.
Any other members of council have any questions? Any members of staff or the public have any questions? Do you have a recommendation,
Proceed.
Ms. Westfall?
Move forward.
It is unanimous to proceed with this as well. Is there anything else to come before the committee?
No, sir.
We stand adjourned.